Hello, and welcome back to a new episode from the Apple Tree. Today we will be reviewing Jurassic World Dominion, the conclusion to the Jurassic World series. Spoiler warning, as there will be some potential spoilers throughout this review. Owen and the crew are back in the final installment of Jurassic World. In this film, dinosaurs now live among all the rest of the world. However, Biosyn has been given the responsibility of providing a safe haven to bring the dinosaurs so that they could be safe and not interfere with human affairs. However, Biosyn has also been making a dangerous species of locusts that were supposedly extinct who will devour all plant life. However, not just all plant life, it will only devour plant life that was not provided by Biosyn, giving them complete control over the food supply for the entire world, which would make devastating effects and make everyone have to go to Biosyn, giving them complete control over literally everything. No food, and you're of no use anymore. Ellie Sattler and Alan Grant reunite to help prove that Biosyn is behind the dangerous locusts, and together they meet with Dr. Ian McCallum to put an end to this species. Meanwhile, Owen Grady and Claire Deering are trying to protect Maisie Lockwood from being discovered by those who want to use her to figure out how she was able to become a perfect clone of her mother, Charlotte Lockwood, the scientist. Will Alan and Ellie be able to prove that Biosyn is behind this evil conspiracy to take over the food supply, or is all human life in danger of being ruled? And is Maisie Lockwood safe from others who are looking for her? The conclusion of Jurassic World, it will tell us exactly how it all pans out and take us on a wild ride.
I made a promise we would bring her home.
You made a promise to a dinosaur.
Ripe apples. Alan Grant wants to help Ellie find the evidence that she needs because he cares about her. They aren't romantically involved in the beginning of the movie, but he cares about her genuinely as a friend and doesn't want anything to happen to her. We see him doing his best to protect her and being a good friend, which is really great to see. In the end, they do begin to fall in love, but it's in a respectful way. Owen and Claire devote their lives to taking care of Maisie, becoming her parents. Maisie does not realize what she is and therefore is very rebellious, but throughout the film, she does begin to realize that she's actually a clone of her mother, and she realizes why she is so important and why Owen and Claire were so protective of her. They do their best as parents, and they even sacrifice their lives to get her back when she's captured. Kayla has no business in the whole conflict whatsoever, but when she first sees the conflict starting, she just begins to mind her own business, saying it's not her problem, but later on her conscience gets the better of her, and she helps them resolve the conflict, which is really good to see, as if your conscience is showing that you need to help, if you are able to help, you should.
You coming or what?
Rotten apples. There's a lot of violent content in this film. Since this movie is about dinosaurs, we see a lot of dinosaurs fighting each other and causing havoc. In one scene, we see two huge dinosaurs attack each other, and one gets stabbed by the other's claws, and thus killing it. We also see dinosaurs eat animals and humans. Sometimes they just eat humans' heads right off, or just bite off a couple of limbs. It's extremely graphic, and we see a lot of blood. This is incredibly violent and deserves the PG-13 rating alone. We see some animals get hit with tasers, as well as some people. We see guns and explosions. Charlotte Lockwood and Blue, the raptor, are said to be asexual, which means they're able to reproduce on their own. This is discussed in one scene in detail, saying that Charlotte had Maisie by herself and Blue had Beta by herself as well. I don't know how I would take this, but it's dependent on what you, as a viewer, take it as you will. Kayla says to Owen when they were looking for Claire that she likes redhead twos. I'm not sure if this is meant to be a gay comment or if this is meant to be that she just likes people with red hair, which is perfectly fine. So do with this what you will. If you think it's a gay comment, then in your mind it is. If it isn't, it isn't. We see some women wear some shirts that show some cleavage, and Maisie asks Alan and Ellie if they ever had any kids, and Alan quickly says no. We hear a lot of evolution in this film and how animals have been here longer than people and that the Earth is around 65 million years old. This film clearly believes in evolution, so expect to hear some evolutionary thoughts in this film. The language in this film has about 3 uses of the S word, and we hear the Lord's name misused a few times. We hear a B word, a D word, and an H word, and a few other words. check our website for the full list of words that are used in this film. It's about mild compared to some of your other films, but nothing too bad. We do see the middle finger used a couple times.
Come back.
I always come back.
Additional thoughts. This was a great conclusion to the Jurassic World, in my opinion. Everyone gets pretty much a happy ending. The dinosaurs are able to live with humans side by side, and those that are too big or too dangerous get to live in a safe haven, so that they can continue to live and not be a threat to anyone else. It's great to see the friends care about each other and save the world together, and putting others before themselves, so that they can all make it out alive. No one actually ends up dying from the main cast. Some of the sexual content is hard to determine if it's meant to be woke or not, as I discussed earlier with Charlotte and Blue being asexual and Kayla's comment about redheads. It's up to the viewer to interpret what they wanted to say, because it's clearly unclear as to what the filmmakers meant by it. The violent content in this film is really something to consider when watching this film, as it is very intense as well. It alone makes it deserve the PG-13 rating. Conclusion. Will the team be able to prove Biosyn's conspiracy to control the food supply? And will they be able to protect Macy from them as well? And what will happen to the dinosaurs? Are they destined to take over the world, or will humans dominate? This film has a lot of twists and turns that you won't expect, and but it makes it well worth your time to watch. I highly recommend this film to any Jurassic Park or dinosaur fan. Let us know in your comments below. Thank you for watching our video today. If you liked it, please leave us a like so we can know that you appreciated the video and make more awesome content. And if you continue to like our content, please give us a subscribe so that you will get notified whenever we release a video. Thank you again for watching today, and we hope to see you around soon.